Hey there. Got me a new look going. Can y'all handle this?
Oh yeah.
So, getting bored on this quarantine. So, goodbye beard. Hello handlebars.
That's why I was there, brother, right when you needed me.
Been real quiet here around the shop because it's just been me, Luke, since he's my roommate. Most of the other guys are working from home, doing sales from home. Shipping department, we're slowly shipping stuff out, but it's not full staff, so we know we're doing what we can do just like everybody else. But it gives me time to really work on this piece of crap car I have. So I think where we left off last time, I needed to re-extend some control arms, which I needed to do, and then I found out that the rack was leaking, so rebuilt the rack. I didn't put that on this. I didn't film it because it's quite boring. Also, I'm not giving away my rack rebuilding secrets. Just kidding, just put some seals in there. So, yeah, it's definitely sitting a lot better. I still don't want to slam it, so that looks like enough fender gap for me. We've got, with the extended control arms, it actually clears everything now when it turns, or we can go over some of that once I get it on the ground. It's got a better stance, it's wider in the front. I aligned it yesterday, and it got right around 5 degrees of camber. A little bit less, 4.8 or something. Toe aligned out pretty well, about a 1/16 out, and the caster right around 6.5, so worked out pretty well. So today, what I'm gonna do is stand around and think for a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna work on the rear. The rear's gotta get the BCs. I've got some Parts Max drop knuckles for the rear. I don't have 4 calipers for the dual caliper setup. I've got 2. I've been looking for 2. They're getting harder and harder to find apparently, so Parts Max sells brand new ones, but I don't have them. So I'm going to be working on the rear today. Due to drop knuckles dual caliper setup. I'm not too sure if I actually even have rear rotors. I should probably look into that actually. But I'm going to do this car. I don't know what it's actually got on it. So, alright, so it's practically all stock. I can see some, looks like some seized, rusted camber arms on there, but I'll probably change those for those ISR Pro arms I got. The only thing I'm to do that's not ISR in the rear will be the drop knuckles from Parts Max, which allows dual caliper, 2 Z32 calipers, Z32 rotor. As I mentioned earlier, I only have 1 set of rear calipers. I do, now that I think about it, have a whole Z32 in the back that has them, but I'm not too sure I want to steal them from them right now, so I'm going to scour the Facebook Marketplace, or Rock Auto sometimes has them, but to try to find some somewhere. Jeez, is that my belly? Oof. Ate a big old breakfast. I'm not too sure how much I want to do on the ride height. Probably just going to match the whole chassis equally, but with the BCs, they're fully adjustable. So I'm running ERs on the front and the rear of this, so it's going to be really, really easy to adjust. Pretty much rebound, compression individually, set the ride height. I've got Swiss springs all the way across. Hand-me-downs from Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. Hand-me-downs from Ramon. Thanks, Ramon. I'm going to go see what arms I have like on my shelf. Pretty sure I have some camber arms. Actually, I lied. I'm not running ISR toe arms because I got the Parts Max, what they call the dynamic toe or the limit break rear knuckles, where it has their own toe arms that you can adjust the height on to adjust the toe curve. A little extreme for the car here, for being a not full-on pro car where I'm gonna need to dial in that much grip. I'm probably gonna be running like 235s, 245s on here, but I think it was the only thing they had available at the time. Well, we'll see how that goes. It gives me, it doesn't hurt, it's just a little over the top. I think a lot of the things are over the top on this, especially since I really don't know how to drive. I'm pretty terrible at it. I haven't done it in years. I've always been the builder aspect of everything, so this is me in my comfort zone building, and you guys are going to see me not in my comfort zone as driving. Still trying not to go too over the top. I probably went too over the top in the front already. But nowadays, people have Wisefabs and freaking, yeah, Wisefab all the way across the front and rear, fully built motors, making 700 horsepower, caged for their like regular street car or their regular just drift car. Haven't even drifted before. Just getting right into it, fully maxed out, and it's like a common thing. It's probably more common than seeing something like this going on, where it's just extended front lower control arms, some kind of shortened knuckle, and some angle tension rods. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see my progression, and maybe, you know, I'll be running some Wisefabs and stuff. Let me show you what Kevin's demo car is. You know, it's a 600 horsepower Wisefab R32, and his demo car has frickin' winners in there. So, you know, I don't have that. I don't even know what diff is in this, actually. I should probably figure that out. I don't know if it's welded or it's definitely of the stock R200 family. So we'll see. But let me go get the parts ready and we can go over that stuff. Pretty much in here by myself today, so. Alright, so I got what I have for parts. These are the Part Shop Max drop rear knuckles, and they're limit brake setup where it uses these plates and on the toe. So instead of they've got the 4 holes there. So instead of the traditional fork style that you got on your regular S chassis, it uses another bearing. Somebody's hammering over there. Adele's in here. So it uses a regular bearing, goes through there, and it allows you to adjust those. And these are the same ones that we use. Actually, here's one I made earlier situation going on with the Skyline. So it has the plates, and then it gives you an ability to adjust your toe curve by moving it up and down on these plates. This car is all Part Shop Max, lower, camber, traction, everything on this car, which is actually the same as Kevin's Pro car. We've run those on pretty much most of our Pro cars for years. It's a really good setup. So my budget doesn't allow for a full line of it, and there's no problems with running the ISR traction arms because they all bolt on the same, and the ISR camber arms. I'm going to be running just OEM lower control arms with new bushings in them. So I really like this setup, and it has provisions for both dual caliper setup with the Z32s, which I have here. Got a reman set. I normally tear these apart and get them powder coated, but I think if I have some caliper paint, I'm just going to, because, you know, this isn't a show fancy car. Most of all the other cars we have here have them all powder coated. Actually, I think these ones are just sprayed. What I didn't do, and I can't find, and I may have messed up here, is I didn't have any rotors. So I was just going to put it all together because I don't have the second set of calipers, and I was at least going to put the rotors together, put the front brakes on so it's a completely still running car. But if I don't have rotors, that's not going to work. So maybe I might just go out to my little back area where I've got my Z32 and pull the calipers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll show you guys where it's at, and I'll tell you why I don't feel like doing it. Alright, so we're taking a walk right now outside so I can show you why I don't feel like working on the Z32. Is, you know, it's a matter of, oof, and this is why. I can tell right away. It's Florida, okay? 10,000 degrees out here, and it's not like I can easily see the Z32 is behind me, and it's behind the open trailer, and I don't have the truck, and I'm also not very good at backing this trailer in. I'm terrible, actually. I actually kind of jackknifed the trailer recently and damaged the truck because I suck at driving trucks and trailers, even though I've driven a truck and trailer all the way to Seattle with Kevin on our first year at FD. For some reason I can't make it from there to here without wrecking. So yep, but as you can see, we have a lot of cars back here. It's by we, I mean me. I have my Z32, and it is in the dirt, but we have rotors and calipers, my friend. It's my RX-7, and these are just the shop cars that we work on for like Andrew's. This is actually Andrew's, it's not even a shop car, I lie. And that's actually my brother's. And we've just got two Miatas that we've been testing parts on. So maybe I want to throw a board under here. Tree shade might help me out. So maybe it won't take so long, you know, a little board, some jack stands, a couple bolts, get those off, and maybe be able to use those. This is actually pretty good. This is a new thing I can do now for the thinking. Twist the old handlebars. Let's get there. Let's get to that point first. Let's take the old stuff off, see how far I get, see how much I feel. Maybe even then the sun will go down a little bit and I won't feel like I'm burning. So yeah, let's go do that. And I mean, I may not explain anything taking it off. Everybody can take stuff off. There's no point me showing you a stock knuckle and stock calipers coming off, and nothing cool is gonna happen there. But put a little time lapse on there so you guys can see that. So I got most of this corner off. I've still got the lower control arm, and I think the ball joint is bad, so I'm gonna have to change that. I have not removed the old coilover yet because I can't get my fat ass inside there. So this brings me to my next topic of me always not being able to do something because I'm fat or out of shape. This has been hurting, just squatting, and you know, I'm blaming it on getting old, but I'm not. I'm just out of shape. So I think I'm gonna turn this build into a dual build of car and body, and I hope everybody's down to see this. Or I'm just gonna like slowly put in little workouts into these little videos and essentially just make this like about fitness also, which is super weird, but you know, cars and fitness. Let me see if I can do it. Like right now I'm just so bad. Like, I got this big old beer gut and I don't even drink beer. My face is fat, like everything hurts. I don't stretch, like back hurts. I don't want to pick up wheels, and yeah, I work on the car, but I feel like I could be so much more effective mentally, physically, if I got myself fitter. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna like start lifting weights using car parts, or like dumbbells on wheels, or you know, or just like legitimately like going for a run and putting on a GoPro and maybe showing you guys my diet or something. You know, I make a lot of excuses on it, but I know what to do. And maybe this will be essentially like a stick to it. Like I normally like get cars done always, like no matter what, I'm gonna finish this project and always get the car ready for the race. And I always do it for everybody else's car, but me, I always just put it off. Everything for me I put off. Like even this car, like was been put off for a while, and the Datsun's put off, and everything, you know, I get excuses on. I've got to get this car ready for FD for Kevin, or this car or FD for Brandon, and I got to help my friend do their car, I got to get my girlfriend's car running or something, you know. So maybe now, since I've been actually putting a lot of effort into this car and telling everybody, hey, I got to just do my own thing, maybe I can use this to get myself in shape too. So I think I'm gonna do that, and starting today. So today, JamJam, I'm gonna get on the scale at home, put it in the video. You can see the physique is just not there. Like, remember this day, and I'm gonna get fit. Maybe I'll create a new Instagram account, JamJam_fit, you know, and work on that. But Back to the car right now. Devin's here. Devin's working. Let's go see what Devin's working on. Trash. Devin, why are you working on trash? What are you working on, Devin?
What am I working on?
Yeah, like, give us a little rundown.
Garbage.
Kaposh? Is that French? I thought it was German.
My 98 BMW sedan. Took everything out of my coupe. Reshelled it to a sedan. So we do hot boy shit. More doors. About that life.
I haven't figured out the whole, let's get my perfectly running 2-door. And I need to change everything over just to add the additional door. Explain it to me.
You see, there's more doors. It's just heavier.
Oh, okay. For the extra chicks?
Just like, no.
Get like extra chicks in the back? It's for big girls. Devin likes big girls. I figured it out! Don't lie. Devin, what do you think of my idea? I'm going to turn this this whole vlogging into fitness also. Yeah, like, seriously. Like,
let me know when I can stop.
Yeah, you can't stop. Never stop.
Okay.
Devin_fit is going to be his too, so.
Instead of duck fit, it's duck fit.
Yeah, duck fit. No, I'm being serious. I'm going to try to build car and build me at the same time. Devin used to be sexy, am I lying?
I'm just fat.
Nah, I don't know what happened. Show it again. Oh, he used to have like a 6-pack. You see his face wasn't that big.
Now I just have one pack.
Yeah, like,
one big.
Yeah, you got this though. We got this. Motivations.com.
Fist bump.
Alright. Alright, well, enough of this hot pile of gabosh. Back to that hot pile of gabosh. Alright, so, yeah, I can't get my big butt inside to actually get the coilover off. Let's take a step up. The seat doesn't slide, it doesn't fold, and there's parts on the inside and I can't get in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear that up and maybe unbolt the seat or something and get the coilover out and start, maybe I'll install a low control arm and start working on that.